We're back.
We are.
More Netrunner. Netrunner for days.
Netrunner 2.
Yes.
Actually,
2.
Netrunner like 14.
Netrunner
what are we
Boogaloo.
on?
Yes. I don't even know. But
there's been a lot of it.
This may be,
and now there's more.
This may be the last game. No.
No,
Second,
not even close.
Excuse me. This may be the
this
second
is,
to last
This is
game.
either the penultimate or the penultimate game.
Is that is penult? Is that a thing?
Yes, look it up.
Oh, all right then.
I thought you were literate.
No, I'm
Apparently
not.
I
We
was not.
established
Oh, yeah, that's right. You can't read.
I can't, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
so
sorry. I know it's a touchy
so
subject.
let's read these deck lists.
Yeah, let's take a look at what we got.
We got Dan again.
Yeah.
Good old Dan. And Gregory, too.
We get to see the two faces of both Gregory Tung and Dan Dargenio.
Yeah, we've seen their other side already. We saw Dan's CTM.
We saw Dan's.
PU.
We saw Dan's PU just once, right?
Yeah,
just once.
And then
but we saw Greg's Haley twice.
You just saw it. So now we're going to get a different taste. Gregory's other side, his cerebral imaging side.
Yeah, and it's a kill deck, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
Up against. It's very similar to the deck we just saw run straight into the brick wall that was Heartbeat.
Yes.
But there's no Heartbeat in this Valencia deck, unsurprisingly.
No, and of course a different kill deck, different things.
Yes.
You know, some variation.
But, some similar themes. He's also running the Mythic Ice.
Yep.
In different quantities, but he's got 1 Loki, 1 Excalibur, 2 Mother Goddess, and 3 Vanilla, which is
vanilla.
I think that's a good call.
Yeah.
Because that just adds a little bit of gear check.
Yep.
You're not sitting with just 6 pieces of ice.
Yeah. And
you're not solely relying on your hand size.
And you don't have to feel bad about trashing that vanilla to make room
who cares?
for your Mother Goddess.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Because once it's done its early game job of just keeping the runner out a little while.
Yep. And we saw how hard that vanilla shut down Edward Kemp.
Oh, yeah.
In that other
game. Vanilla was real annoying.
Just kept him out.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, and then so that's Gregory. And Dan, we're going to see his Valencia deck, another Val deck in the top 16.
Yeah, we haven't seen one of these decks really work super efficiently. We've seen 2 of them kind of falter out. But I believe that, if the cards come up right, this is a really strong deck. It's got...
Yep.
It's got the bad pub. It's got Almakua. And, if it can get in and make a bunch of runs with Turning Wheel, it's got a lot of potential. The problem is it's just got to get rolling early enough.
Yep.
And it might actually have an opening here.
And speaking of getting rolling early.
Yeah, okay, hey, there's Almakana right on the table. Just out of the gate. So it looks like a couple of turns maybe have been played at this point. We're going to take a look and try to assess what's happening here. It looks like maybe the second turn happening here. Got some early runs.
We've got Michael Boggs himself overseeing the game.
The Bogfather.
The Bogfather himself. All hail. But yeah, no, and I was looking at...
There's that Excalibur.
Yeah, and I was looking at some more at Dan's deck here. Well, so first of all, he already has 3 points.
This game's blazing to a start.
Yeah.
All right,
Dan
Val
keeps
coming out of the gate.
Yeah,
we missed the beginning of this. I imagine some runs were made and points were scored.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe Gregory just gave him those agendas.
Maybe that's a sportsmanlike gesture.
He's a very sportsmanlike player.
Well, Dan, we're seeing again this hyper-aggressive speed play. Very, very interesting from a psychological perspective to just flash out your cards that quickly and just move that fast.
Well,
it makes a lot of sense, though, because in his PU deck, he's got to play as quickly as possible because we saw him run out of time. He lost his last game on time, even though it looked like he was in a position to win it.
Yeah, this is very true.
So that could be part of it, too, just getting through it, getting into that routine of, like, I'm going to play as quickly as I can because I have to.
Right, and it didn't serve him well, unfortunately. Even if his runner deck is faster, his corp deck being slower when it came to that match that we watched.
Well, and this is what I was talking about, with Almakua and a bad pub. This is how this Val deck is built. We've seen, I think there were 3 of these in the top 16.
Interesting. I haven't seen a
that is interesting.
A CI deck with that in it yet.
Well, it's part of the kill combo, right?
Camp.
You get you boot camp some of your components out.
Yeah. I mean, it's another thing you're spending influence on.
Sure.
But yeah, just the Anakua there getting more
well,
counters.
This is what we saw. We saw 2 previous Valencias try to get to this state and fail. Because this is what you want. You want that unprotected server so you can juice up the Almakua. It's a very efficient breaker.
Right. Oh, yeah.
At the right value. Goes right through this Mythic Ice.
Yep. Well, he doesn't care about Excalibur.
No, doesn't care at all.
There's no reason to break it.
But I mean, if a Mother Goddess comes down, if a Loki comes down, Almakua just breaks right through for very little.
He's got up to 4 counters on it now.
These are Mythic. There's what? There's 6 pieces of... Almakua breaks every single piece of ice in this deck for just the bad pub.
Yep.
Which, I mean, can't get better than that.
Yep. I mean, Gregory may have to purge Fire Scouts at some point. He may have a Cyberdex in the deck as well.
Yeah, it's possible.
There's a Jeeves. Do you
blow him up?
Jeeves? No.
Nope, leave him up. I know there's Hacktivist in this deck. There's 3 Hacktivists, so that's helpful.
And didn't get to see what that card was.
Wasn't an agenda, obviously.
Just commenting on the board state here, it looks like Dan played a career fair to get that daily cast out for free. That's
going to pay some dividends.
Move. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no.
Did I see a Rebirth in hand? That could be handy if he goes into Kim.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's got time. I mean, he's got plenty of opportunity to access.
Why not, right?
Kim would not hurt. I mean, it is, it's a tempo hit. Slightly.
You could go Omar to get into the hand.
True.
It's not a terrible plan.
It looks like he's just
going to see what's what first. Well, it's so cheap for him to go through, right? It costs him a lot to get this Mythic Ice up, but Almakua is just like, nope, click, click, click.
With impunity.
Yeah, it's costing him absolutely nothing. This is the fun of watching this Val deck, because I've been wanting. This is what I predicted this deck would be good at, and we just didn't get to see it work.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see it actually functioning as intended.
Well, and
would have been nice to be Kim in that situation.
Nice to be Kim, exactly.
And he's got that Rebirth. I wonder what he's waiting for.
I don't know. I mean, he may be. Again, he knows what the deck is because they're
all published.
The top 16 deck lists are public.
So you know the ice is not a danger.
So he just
so why not Kim?
Just safely pitching that paperclip.
You know, ice is not a danger. You know that this is a combo kill deck.
Well, I mean,
Kim can help break that up.
On the other hand, he doesn't really need to do anything right now. He doesn't need to rebirth to apply pressure.
No, but I mean, he could have pinged that IPO out of hand. That's a solid move.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, it's not going to cost him anything.
Yeah, he's forgetting to do counters.
Doesn't really matter. There's no ice higher than strength 4 in the deck.
Got to keep things on the up and up.
It's true. You got to play correctly.
Yeah, and I mean, again, at some point here, Gregory's going to have to make a hard decision about purging.
Yeah, purging, and it's not really going to matter because he doesn't have enough ice to really keep Almakua out.
No, because I mean, Dan could just
run the remote
or just run R&D over. R&D is wide
Archives.
Open. Yeah.
That was why it was so effective when that Glacier deck shut down this very Val archetype.
Yes.
Because it just froze Almakua out.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, a Val without blackmail is it's harder to play.
I mean, this is a deck with 7 pieces of ice in it. You can't keep Almakua out with 7 pieces of ice.
No.
Especially when one of them doesn't end the run.
I think I just saw a Cyberdex.
That helps if you can get that at the right time. But he can quickly replace those counters.
Yeah, so I think
doesn't buy you a lot of time.
He put it in the heap though, so I think he's deciding not to try and worry about.
There's the rebirth.
Yeah, and
Kimmy, let's find out. Maybe not.
Oh,
Maybe he's got a different plan. Who's that? Mystery runner.
There's Kim.
Yeah, it's the right call.
It is. It is. Yeah, and again, maybe I don't know. He might wish. He may wish he had done it earlier, but click's a click. So there you go. Actually, he did just. He is just destroying R&D now.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, that was the right call. And of course, he forgot his counters on Koa, but
it doesn't matter. Everyone knows what the deck is. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't.
It's true.
This is going to be hard for Gregory.
So yeah, but Gregory just having to pitch more cards. Man, Dan is
just so satisfying.
How about you have no R&D?
Yeah, why not? Run. This is fun to watch. This is Anarch at its best.
Yeah, this is true. This is Anarch being Anarch. That's for sure.
Hammer time.
Yeah, no kidding. Angry Edward Kim. I'll just
can't get rid of it.
Audacity. No. Gregory's got a pretty big hand, so we've got that, you know, CI sort of protecting itself.
Jeeves comes up.
Yeah. Jeeves comes up because it'll proc after the ultraviolet, giving him another click.
Gregory could certainly still win this one. All he's got to do is get his combo in hand.
Interesting. So he's got a Cyberdex now installed in HQ.
I see a consulting visit.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, consulting visit is a great card.
2 biotics.
So you're tutoring.
He's putting the pieces together.
A lot of agendas in hand.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what's going on right here.
Oh, just checking his hand size.
Sure. Counting up.
Yep.
They are playing blisteringly fast, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, they are. Well,
I mean, here's the thing. He's got 19 credits. He's got most of the pieces he needs.
Yep.
Hitting those is
Kim was
very handy.
The right choice, for sure.
Yeah, I'm surprised it didn't come out earlier, honestly.
I mean,
but,
he
he
did it.
It would have stopped an IPO. Who cares?
Yeah. Or I don't. Don't think it was an IPO. I think it was a hedge fund from the top of R&D. But I don't know. Did he see an IPO from hand too?
Yeah, he did.
Okay, so he had two.
It might have been better to do it earlier, but you know, what are you going to do? Here's the really interesting thing. I think he's actually going for the mill kill.
I mean, at this point.
I mean, or he's going to pull agendas and win, but like both options are good.
You think he'll take either?
Yeah, right. Why not?
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, Gregory. Let's not. He's in the game.
Oh, absolutely. No. This deck can win out in a single turn.
Exactly.
With Audacity, with Brain rewiring, with Contract Killer.
Yeah. He's got all the pieces, but he needs to find those pieces.
He has to have them all, and Kim's running riot all over there, trying to stop those pieces from coming into play.
And don't forget, Dan already has 3 points.
Yep.
He just needs to find like 2 more agendas. Yep. Well, more if it's a brain rewiring, but yeah.
Yes, but you know, like grabbing those is great too because it slows the combo down. So here he comes into the hand, I believe.
Yeah, he's
smash that IPO, I guess.
No, see, that's the alt art hedge fund.
Oh, I keep getting confused.
Yeah, you gotta know your alt arts, man.
But it took out Amakua's counters, which again is not that big a deal.
No,
not that big a deal.
Back
into R&D. Archives. Well, he knows where the Cyberdex is now, so.
Nope, no
nothing
agendas.
in there. Nope.
Get his counter back.
And we're gonna run R&D just to. Nope, it's.
I think he's out of clicks.
Yeah, out of clicks. So it's a race, just a race.
It is. Dan he's gotten a little poor. He's only got 3 credits.
But what's he spending money on? Not much.
Well, I mean that's fair.
Like
I mean, he's gonna
trashing stuff.
He's gonna want to trash assets, though. He can't. Yeah, he can't afford to get rid of Jeeves, which is
problematic.
Not great.
No, that is not great. This is a close game, actually.
He probably would like to draw some econ. Even just a sure gamble would be great.
You know, if Kim was an optional trash, he would be a really, really strong runner instead of just, you know, kind of an interesting rebirth choice.
True. Yeah, Kim is weird. He certainly doesn't need that extra link.
No, that's an amusing thing for him to have.
Yeah.
Also, why does he have Link? He's a Luddite.
Yeah,
what's that about?
He also just is not at all secret about who he is.
No, it's odd.
It is a bit of a theme.
Maybe it's trying to represent the fact that he's so low tech that you can't trace him.
Or maybe he's just protected. He's got his buds.
Yeah, maybe so.
His fellow anarchists. Yeah. Well, I've certainly never seen a Kim deck capitalize on that link. But the ability is good. But you're absolutely right. It's just better as a rebirth rather than straight up. Unless you really, like we saw, unless you really hate CI and just right off the bat want to just start smashing their cards.
Yeah, I mean that sounds fun to me. There's almost no deck left.
Yeah. Interesting shuffle. And
Kim smash.
Man.
Oh, you're right.
I have to trash it.
This game's too hard, man.
This game is too hard.
Just gonna keep going. That stays.
He's not getting any luck, though. He's not hitting any agendas.
About your counter there, Dan. All right,
yeah, you gotta have that.
Good job, Dan.
So I don't know. I think this could get ugly if this kill combo comes into play.
Man, I mean,
Gregory's close, but here goes the roids. So
yeah, he can't do anything.
He can't do it.
How many agendas were you opening?
Wow.
What? Yeah, a million.
Well, how thematically appropriate, right?
It was like
Kim smashing those bioroids.
Yeah, Kim smashed bioroid.
You never find Loki.
Exactly. He smashed that Jeeves.
So flooded, I had to
What?
discard it, man. It's right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was just lightning fast. Good for Dan.
Gregory didn't have what he wanted. He's so close to having what he wanted, but it just wasn't there.
Well, it's fun to see that.
Not that fast.
It's fun to see that Val deck actually work for a change. You know?
Yeah. Well, the game is not over yet.
Hey,
Yeah, I just did.
you never both.
Yeah, we've got a Twitch stream, man.
You see it?
I saw it. More 4.
Oh, here we go.
So I'm interesting. Oh, is it Murder Dan time?
It may be.
Oh, I
Murder
thought
Dan
Gregory
time.
conceded.
No.
Did he find the pieces?
No, he had them. He
Ah,
had them.
shame.
Yeah, I didn't see all the shipments.
Pay 4, get 4.
He's
Brutal.
got it.
That's rough. I thought.
You don't want to.
That's 2 kind of rough games in a row for Dan there.
Yeah.
And Gregory, another win.
I think he made the correct play.
Yeah, man.
Just didn't hit the pieces he needed.
So close.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I thought. I mean, that seemed like Dan's game.
Well, it was a race. I mean, who was going to put it together first?
You're right. It was a race.
And starting points, having Edward Kim, having bad pub, Gregory having really with his ice.
Yeah.
But that's what CI does. It just puts it all in your hand, and then
Exactly.
you know,
Yep.
Kim's got to trash the first thing he runs into. So
Yeah, well, and that's one of CI's biggest strengths is being able to pull off those combos because it can have all of those pieces in its hand.
you know what Val needed?
What did Val need?
Heartbeat. Obviously.
Yeah. Good old heartbeat. Yeah, I don't, Dan, like Gregory was just saying.
Your Edward Kim,
Dan didn't make mistakes.
No, not at all. No, he played perfectly.
Yeah.
That's sometimes you just, sometimes the meat damage eats you, sometimes you eat the meat damage.
It's true. It's interesting. I mean, it's interesting to see a CI kill deck win it. I mean, not win Worlds, but win this game.
Well,
we'll see.
It certainly could win Worlds.
could.
We're moving on to the finals with Haley CI versus Haley CI.
Yeah, Greg and Wilfie. So we get to see Greg again, Gregory, and we get to see Wilfie again.
Yeah, well, it looks like Haley CI has already won this
Oh
Worlds.
yeah, did they both have?
I think so. That's what Wilfie's
okay,
got,
but
right?
hang on, but as we
They're very different decks,
yes,
though.
Gregory's decks are very different decks. So we'll see.
Dan was the last non-Haley, non-CI deck left in contention.
This is true.
And I think he got a really bad break those last 2 games, honestly.
He was so close.
Both of them he played perfectly. I thought he was on top as PU. He just ran out of time.
I mean, he seemed on top as
Kim,
Val,
too.
or as Kim.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, as Val rebirthed into Angry Kim.
I like to see it as more of a tag team.
It's a tag team.
You know?
Val got him set up. I was like,
She calls him up. He's like, "Hey, Edward,
all right,
I found some bioroids."
Yeah, I found some buyers for you
Bring
to
your
smash.
hammer.
Exactly. Yes. I found some dirt on them. So they've got some bad publicity. They're bad dudes. You should go smash them up.
Oh man, the Twitch stream is getting very excited about the possibility of a full bleed heartbeat.
Yeah,
I mean,
which is exciting.
That'll make it into so many decks.
All right, well, we're going to get to see, or not. Well, you know what? Heartbeat's got another chance to shine because Wilfie is Corp.
Oh man, we get to see Greg's.
Get to see that crazy Haley again.
Crazy Haley.
I'm very okay if that Haley wins. That is an anti-meta Haley.
Oh yeah. But again, we'll see. Like, it can be so dependent on.
3 C's, 2 Vitruvius, 2 Global Foods, 2 Brain Rewiring, so 10 agendas.
Obviously the professional contacts helps.
Yes.
But yeah, no Artist Colony.
I agreed.
None of that instant speed from that.
Yeah,
he's just got to hope he draws the right things.
Round I played 2 rounds ago.
I mean, obviously sacrifice the construct so you can pull the programs he needs.
Fuck, I gotta score 7.
But yeah.
But
what do you think the win rate for CI is? Is it above 50%? I think it might be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think the runners are always under the gun in this tournament.
Yeah. So yeah, this will be interesting.
Well, we're going to take a very, very, very short break, but we will be back
very soon. And yeah, we'll have another exciting game. All right, stay tuned.
Yep. See you soon.
Wilfie, come on in and have a seat.